Lights are on and taking full effect at the ballpark. And it's time for the starting lineups here for Game 2 between the Mudcats and the Generals. For the Generals offensively here, batting in the top of the first, Nate Kane leads it off. He is at second. Tanner Fisher bats second and right. Tanner Allen bats third at shortstop. Andrew Kendrick is the third baseman in the cleanup spot. John Laurel bats fifth at first base. Zach Fairchild will be behind the plate for this second game, and he bats sixth. Adam Chambly bats seventh. Chambly is in left field. Zach Blakemore is the designated hitter, batting eighth, and Jake Stafford will bat ninth. Stafford in center field. For the Mudcats, defensively, Cameron Hayes, Gary Schwartz, Aaron Creer from left to right in the outfield, same as game one. Jaden Eggeman will play at third. Josh Ethier will move over to short. Isaac Gonzalez and Derek Rodigo stay at second and first on the infield. Tyler Burns behind the plate for the right-hander, Zach Laban, who will make his, if I get to it here, his second start on the summer. 7th appearance, 14 innings of work, 13 hits, 7 runs, 4 of them earned, a 10-2 strikeout walk ratio. Laban 0-1 with 1 save and a 2.57 ERA, as we are just about set for baseball here at the ballpark here on KCHI Mudcats TV. Chillicothe walking off for the second time this season. A sac fly RBI, this time from Derek Rodigo to left to give the Mudcats a 4-3 victory in game one of that doubleheader, this doubleheader, I should say. First pitch from Laban, missing for ball one. And we are underway here in the first inning as Ryan Swanigan with you. And Laban fires a called strike, now 1-1 the count on Nate Kane. Kane stands in the righty, waits, the fastball called strike. Now 1-2 on Kane as Laban Kane coming into the second game, hitting .220. Laban, the righty, fires a breaking ball called strike 3, and that's going to be out number 1, and a quick strikeout to start the second game for Zach Laban. Kane, the double, 4 RBIs, 18 strikeouts, 16 walks. As now Tanner Fisher will stand in. Fisher, the right fielder, and coming into the second game, hitting a .121. 2 RBIs, 1 triple, 20 strikeouts, and 11 walks as Zach Laban winds and fires home. Fastball just upstairs for ball one. Gonna be a late night for Andy Dean and myself and the remaining fans here at the ballpark, hoping that it is not. As the pitch upstairs, now 2-0 the count. That's on Tanner Fisher. Laban fires home. Fastball's there for a strike, now 2-1 the count. Fisher just 7 for 58 now at the plate. As Laban winds and fires home, fastball fouled away off the screen on the left side, and now it's going to be 2-2. And again, if you missed it, lots to recap really from game one. 3 unearned runs given up by Sean Rakoski in the top of the 7th to give the Generals the lead, as that's fouled away again, still 2-2. It was 3-1 going into the bottom of the 7th. Tom LaRouge pinch hit, had a base hit. Jaden Eggeman pinch ran for him. Then Josh Ethier hit an RBI double and then scored on a bad throw. Fouled back again, still 2-2. After he went to third on the throw to the plate to try and get Eggeman, it was a wild throw. Eggeman Ethier, I should say, went to third, and he scored as Fairchild corralled the ball and then slipped and fell. So that's ball 4 issued to Fisher as he will take first. 1 away. Now Tanner Allen stands in. So that's what tied up the game. And a few batters later, finally, after the bases were loaded, Derek Rodigo with a fly ball to left, scoring Joey Morales, and the Mudcats won it 4-3. After 1 run scored in the first inning of Game 1 by the Mudcats, a called strike on Allen, 0-1. And eventually, Chillicothe, giving up the lead in the 7th, came back and won it 4-3. Bouncing ball, weakly to third. Egeman will glove it. Off bounce throw to first is thrown away up the right field line, and that one's going to go and die in the grass. Stopping at third is Fisher as the throw comes into the plate from Rodigo. And Aaron Creer also in the neighborhood, and so that'll be an error once again, this time on Jaden Egeman. Runners at second and third with 1 away. Mudcats really not doing a good job throwing the ball around the last couple of innings. That 7th was terrible. 2 errors that allowed 3 runs to score, all unearned to Rakoski, and now an error here in the first inning. Andrew Kendrick takes down low for ball 1. So the Kansas starters not getting support from their defense very much. As Laban comes set, the 1-0 to Kendrick. Fastball there for a strike. Now 1-1 the count. Kendrick hitting .227 coming into the second game. 6 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, 17 RBIs. Tanner Allen hitting .322 coming into the second game. 2 homers, 13 RBIs, and 6 doubles for Allen. 1-1 on Kendrick. Laban's fastball is diving, stopped by Rodigo. Step on the bag for 1 at first, and the throw to the plate is blocked by Burns. So a run will score. Fielder's choice, out number 2 recorded, as a great diving stop at first made by Rodigo as he gets the out at first base. Down to third goes Allen. Kendrick retired, and now John Laurel will stand in. Fisher scoring on that play. 1-0 Generals. Laban's pitch home. Line drive, left center. It will die and fall for a base hit. A run is in. First actual hit of this game for the Generals in the first, and it's 2-0 on the RBI hit for John Laurel in the left center field in front of Cameron Haynes. 2-0 Generals, and now Zach Fairchild will stand in as he was able to shake off that rolled ankle in the top of, or the bottom of the 7th inning, I should say. Give me the numbers on Laurel as well as Fairchild. Fairchild hitting .269, 4 RBIs. Laban fires downstairs for ball 1. Laurel hitting a .194 before that at bat, picking up his 17th RBI. 2 outs, swing and a miss. Now 1-1 the count on Fairchild. It's 14 for 52 at the plate, Zach Fairchild, coming into the second game. It's time called as the man going to tie his shoe for John Laurel. 1 home run, 3 doubles, and just 20 for 103 at the plate as far as his appearances go. He stands at first base. 1-1 the count on Fairchild, with Laurel at first base. 2-0 in the top of the first inning with 2 outs. The 1-1 down and away. Now 2-1 the count. On our Mink League scoreboard, Sedalia has reclaimed the lead in the bottom of the 6th against the Clarinda A's. It's 3-2. Joplin leading St. Joe, top of the 7th, 4-3. Bouncer right to Rodigo. What a beautiful snag. Almost falls down, but stays on his feet, steps on the bag. And that will end the top of the first inning. 2 runs on a hit and an error. And the Generals in front, and we'll tell you now about the Mudcats batting order coming up after this 30-second break here on KCHI and Mudcats TV. Behind the plate, batting 6th. Aaron Creer bats 7th in right. Cameron Haynes bats 8th in left field, and Isaac Gonzalez bats 9th at second base. For the Generals defensively, Adam Chambly, Jake Stafford, and Tanner Fisher from left to right in the outfield. Andrew Kendrick, Tanner Allen, Nate Kane, John Lauro on the infield. Zach Fairchild doing the catching for the right-hander out of Nebraska Wesleyan in Lincoln, Matt Schommer, who will get his second start against the Mudcats this summer. Not a good first start for Schommer, as he was literally taken apart by the Mudcats in 2 innings of work down in Springfield. Mudcats winning that first game 22-1 against the Generals, and Schommer to this point, 9th appearance, 7th start, 2 complete games for Schommer, 30 1/3 innings of work, 45 hits, 33 runs, 23 of them earned, an 11-10 strikeout walk ratio. Schommer 1-5 with a 6.82 ERA as he takes over on the mound for this second game against the Mudcats, and looking for a better outing this time. Matt Schommer does.
For the Mudcats, the third baseman, number 37, Jaden Egeman.
So Jaden Egeman will stand in to begin things for the Mudcats in this first, already trailing 2-0 to the Generals, and we'll see if the Mudcats can change that again, as they were down 3-1 in the 7th in game 1, came back and won. Jaden Egeman pops it up foul and out of play, and that's going to be strike 1 on the Mudcats' third baseman standing in. Jaden, to this point on the season, hitting .332, 16 RBIs, 22 strikeouts on 11 walks, 4 doubles, 1 triple, and a home run as he takes a breaking ball upstairs. Now 1-1 the count. Schommer fires home, a line drive into center field, and it's going to be way over the head of Jake Stafford as he came in, and he came in too far. It bounces all the way off the wall. Jaden Egeman is going to have his second triple as a throw is very high and saved by Kendrick. Leadoff single. Check that, leadoff triple. Opposite end of the diamond for Jaden Egeman. And a runner in scoring position with nobody out to begin this bottom of the first, and now here is Josh Ethier.
The shortstop, Josh Ethier.
Ethier hitting .312, 4 doubles, 2 triples, 1 homer, 13 RBIs, 12-12 the strikeout walk ratio. So Egeman with a big triple is second on the summer. Now in scoring position in the first, and Ethier takes upstairs for ball 1. First hit of the game for the Mudcats. Bottom of inning number 1. As Ethier swings and fouls it off straight back. Now 1-1 the count on the Mudcats shortstop. Ethier with 2 mental mistakes in game 1, allowing back-to-back bunt singles. That thankfully did not hurt Sean Rakowski earlier in the game. Schommer's pitch. A jam shot, right field. It's going to be lost in the lights by Tanner Fisher. Ethier trying to go for 2. The throw is going to be there, and it gets away, though. Josh Ethier will have a hustle double as Fisher lost that ball in the lights. And the Mudcats on the board. It's 2-1. How about this for the second game of this doubleheader, off to a crazy start. And now here is John Remick. Ethier with an RBI double, as again Tanner Fisher, well, it looked like he was going to make that catch, lost it in the lights, bobbled the ball, had trouble picking it up, and Ethier recognizing that, racing to second, forcing a bad throw. And it was off the glove of Tanner Allen covering. That's how Ethier was safe at second. Remick hitting .330, 5 doubles, a triple, 3 home runs, 13 RBIs. And now what? Time called by Fairchild, and he's going to go out and have a quick chat with Schommer, a home plate umpire, joining him. And now we will reset here at Schaefer Park. Ethier at second, nobody out. A run already in, and the lead cut in half for the Generals. Swing and a miss by Remick for strike 1. Remick picking up his 3rd home run of the summer last night. Deep fly ball to left against the Bombers. Remick fouls it back. Now it's going to be 0-2. Schommer with a brand new baseball. Getting the sign from Fairchild. Now comes set. And now steps off and will chase back Josh Ethier at second base. Still 0-2 on Remick. 2 hits in this game for the Mudcats. 2 hits in the inning, I should say. As Schommer now will reset with Fairchild as time called. Schommer might have some trouble seeing what Zach Fairchild is signaling. As now he's got it, comes set. And the 0-2. Down and away, getting away from Fairchild, and Ethier will go down to third base. That'll be ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on John Remick. Ethier at third. Nobody out here in this first inning. Schommer fires home. Breaking ball dropped in there for strike 3, called. And that's going to be out number 1, as John Remick not liking that call. But walking away, and so now Gary Schwartz will stand in.
The center fielder, Harrison Schwartz.
Schwartz, to this point, hitting .280. Coming into game 2, 4 doubles, 4 triples, 12 RBIs, 18 walks, and 14 strikeouts. Fastball dropped right there for a strike. 0-1 on the outer edge, 0-1. 1 out, Ethier at third, 1 already in on 2 hits. Another called strike on the fastball right there. Now it's going to be 0-2. Schommer set, fires home. Bouncing ball. This will get the run home. Picked up by Kane. Throw to first in time. A run is in, and we have a tie game at 2. RBI ground out for Gary Schwartz as Josh Ethier scores. 2 gone, and now Derek Rodigo will stand in.
The first baseman, Derek Rodigo.
Rodigo, of course, with the game-winning sac fly RBI to end game 1 of this doubleheader as he fouls it away to the right side. Hitting .326, 22 RBIs, a home run, and 4 doubles. Pitch home, fastball there for a strike on Rodigo from Matt Schommer, and now it's 0-2. Already a 2-2 score here in the bottom of the first with 2 outs. Nobody on. And Schommer's pitch, breaking ball just upstairs. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schommer getting the sign from Fairchild. And he winds and fires home. Fouled away to the right side. And we'll do it again. I mentioned now the Mudcats put up 10 against Schommer in 2 innings the last time down at Meter Park in Springfield. Already tonight, 2 given up, I should say, by Schommer, who has his pitch fouled off by Derek Rodigo. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schommer out of the windup once again. And the 1-2 bounced in there, blocked by Fairchild. And now a 2-2 count. Really good to see Zach Fairchild again back behind the plate for the second game. And for he was really fighting through that ankle issue after he rolled it on that crazy play that tied it up in the bottom of the 7th in game 1. Fouled away again by Rodigo. And we'll do it once more. And Rodigo, I think, might have cracked his bat, or maybe he might be issuing for some more pine tar, perhaps. Two and 2 the count on Rodigo, and Schommer's pitch. Fouled away again to the right side. Derek Rodigo getting a good at bat, and now Rodigo calling time as he wants some more pine tar on the bat, and he's got it now. On our Major League scoreboard, Cubs leading the Braves now 4-0 in the middle of the 9th in Atlanta. Middle of the 9th in Cincinnati, 9-4. Cleveland leading the Reds at the Great American Ballpark. Brewers lead the Pirates 8-5 as there's a bouncer to third. Kendrick picks it up, sets his feet, throws to first in time. And that will end the first inning. Mudcats get 2 of their own, and it's 2-2 as we go to the second. More scores in this game coming up after this on KCHI and Mudcats TV.
Years, Midwest Gloves and Gear has been growing with you. Since its beginning in 1962, Midwest product lines have grown to include work gloves, garden gloves and gear, kids gloves and accessories, and much more. In fact, Midwest Gloves and Gear prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made gloves. Midwest Gloves and Gear is also the exclusive provider of Disney and Nickelodeon kids gloves and gear, featuring all your favorite characters. For 50 years and many more, Midwest is growing with you.
Hi, this is Howard from Anytime Fitness. Sign up now during our summer and student special and get a 3-month membership for just $99 plus tax. Anytime Fitness is great for everyone 14 years of age and older. We have personal trainers, machine weights, free weights, cardio equipment, and 24-hour, 7-day-a-week access. Call 240-0690 and get 3 months for just $99 plus tax. Experience the difference at Anytime Fitness on Old Highway 36 in Chillicothe. It's where the Mudcats work out.
Go 2-2 our score through one between the Mudcats and the Generals of Game 2 of this doubleheader. Zach Laban out there for his second inning of work. Updating our Major League scoreboard before the break. Again, top of the 8th, Brewers leading the Pirates now 8-5. It was 3-0 after one. Pirates leading Milwaukee. So that game drastically changing throughout the course of it. Top of the 9th, 5-4. Rangers leading the Astros. In Houston, 12-2. The Cardinals destroying the Mets, leading by 10 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Giants leading the Diamondbacks 7-2 through 5 in Arizona. Rockies and Padres are tied up at 1, bottom of the 6th. Angels lead the Red Sox 2-0, bottom of the 3rd. No score between the Twins and the A's in Oakland, top of the 5th. As Adam Chambly will lead things off. A junior out of West Alabama. And he hits a sharp grounder to Ethier at short. Will throw to first, and in time, Chambly not liking the call by the field umpire, Mark Hutchinson, but he's going to be out number 1 on one pitch from Zach Laban. Chambly hitting a $179 coming into the second game. 3 RBIs, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. Still holding there. And now Zach Blakemore will stand in. Laban's fastball is there on the outer edge for a strike, 0-1. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 2nd. 2 runs, 1 hit. No errors for the Ozark Generals. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error for Chillicothe. Fastball just inside. Now 1-1 on Blakemore. And the pitch, called strike. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. And the 1-2, fastball up. Now 2-2 the count on Blakemore, who was 0 for 3 in game 1 with 3 strikeouts. Laban with a 2-2, breaking ball up. And now it's full. Jake Stafford on deck, bottom part of the order for the Ozark Generals. And the pitch, swing and a miss. And that's going to be out number 2. So Laban gets the strikeout of Blakemore, and Jake Stafford will now stand in.
Number 5, Jake Stafford.
Stafford hitting .348, 7 RBIs, 12 strikeouts, 7 walks, 4 doubles and a triple. One of the best hitters still for this Generals batting order. And the fastball outside, 1-0 the count on Stafford. Kind of wreaked havoc in game 1 against the Mudcats. And the 1-0 is there for a strike. Now 1-1 the count. Now Laban winds and fires the 1-1. Popped up foul and out of play to the right side. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Laban now a pitch away. You're in the top of inning number 2. Couple of finals to add for Major League Baseball. Phillies defeating the Marlins 3-1 in Philadelphia. Orioles shutting out the Tigers 3-0 on just 1 hit. Dan Savage is going to fire off some extra fireworks tonight at his place because of Detroit getting 1 hit by the Baltimore Orioles. 2-2 the count. Laban's pitch is downstairs for ball 3, and now it's full on Stafford. We already know Dan is going to start riding that bull machine in his backyard when he gets home because the Royals won in 13 innings against the White Sox. There's a line drive base hit into right center field. This could be trouble. Schwartz picks it up. Stafford stopping about a quarter of the way to first, and the ball gets away, backed up by both Laban and Egeman. And so that is going to be a base hit. Second hit of the game for the Generals as Stafford reaches. And now back to the top of the order for Nate Kane. Kane 0 for 1 with a strikeout on the night. 2 outs, 1 on. Laban's pitch in the dirt gets away from, Tyler Burns. And Stafford scampering down to second base. So with 2 outs, a runner now in scoring position for the Generals. The go-ahead run, that is, but we're only in the top of inning number 2. Laban gets the sign from Burns, comes set, checks on second, and the pitch to Nate Kane, fouled away. Now 1-1 the count. Kane in game 1 went 1 for 4 at the plate, also scored a run. Laban comes set and fires home the 1-1, down and away. Now 2-1 the count. Another doubleheader tomorrow against these Generals, starting at 3:05 in the afternoon. Weather permitting, there is a good chance of thunderstorms tomorrow, so we'll see if this game can be played tomorrow. There's a slow tapper foul up the right side, now 2-2. And then, more than likely, the season finale on Monday. St. Joe in town. Fireworks definitely going to be on display. And the drama that comes with it. On Monday, here at Schaefer Park. 2-2 on Kane. And Laban's pitch, fastball outside. And now it's run full, 3-2 with 2 outs. I would doubt Stafford takes off from second, but you never know. Josh Ethier playing way off of second. Gonzalez not really playing that close to the bag either. Laban's pitch fouled back. Those Mustangs taking on the Joplin Outlaws tonight at Phil Welch. And they have taken the lead in the top of the 8th inning. It is now 5-4. Mustangs leading the Outlaws. Sedalia leading bottom 7-3-2 at Liberty Park Stadium on the Clarinda A's. No update from Branson and Nevada. Called strike 3, breaking ball on the inner edge. And Laban gets the strikeout, and that will end the top of the second. Bottom second coming up. 2-2 our score between the Mudcats and the Generals on KCHI and Mudcats TV.
Hey Mudcat fans, Brent Wyatt here from Barnes Baker Motors in Chillicothe. Are you looking for a better way to get to and from Mudcat games? Need more room for the group of people you're hauling to the game? At Barnes Baker Motors, we've got you covered. As a proud sponsor of the Chillicothe Mudcats, we'll make sure that you make it to the game on time, in a safe manner, and in style. Whether you're bringing the whole family, a few friends, or just yourself, we offer an amazing selection of vehicles. You're always a winner with us at Barnes Baker Motors in Chillicothe.
When it comes to getting dinner on the table and making the family happy, we all turn to shortcuts now and then. And my favorite, opening up some refreshing Coca-Cola from my local grocery store and sharing a little happiness all around. With ice-cold Coca-Cola, a great meal can be a snap, and a twist, and a pour. Coca-Cola, open happiness. Trenton Coca-Cola hopes you enjoy the game, the summer weather, and an ice-cold Coca-Cola with your family and friends.
Of the second, Matt Schommer out there for the Ozark Generals for his second inning of work. 2-2 our score. 2 hits apiece for the Mudcats and Generals. 1 error surrendered by Chillicothe in the first inning. And now Matt Schommer out there for that second inning of work against Tyler Burns, who will lead things off. 6, 7, and 8 all due up for the Mudcats. Burns in game 1 went 2 for 3. Pretty crucial getting on base, or at least the hit column for the Mudcats, but did not come around to score either time he got on. And Burns stands in here in the second against Schommer. To this point, Burns hitting .243, a double and 7 RBIs still. And he takes upstairs